public chat, so we're good to go. It says we're live there on StreamYard. And we're live on YouTube as well at the same time. So there we go. All right. So we'll wait for a couple of more people to come in. But I think I got it all together this time. You know, I made sure it was in public so everybody can see it. Everything is good. Yep, we're good. We're good. All right. So, you know, for right now, let me introduce my panelist. I've only got one at the moment, and that's New York Outcast. How you doing?
Doing all right. A little frustrated, but I'm here. So
Okay, we can talk about that in a few minutes. Yeah, so I just want to say to everybody in the chat so far, it was a family function thing I had to go to last week. I said yes to them because I forgot it was Wednesday. Well, so once I got home and I thought, oh, it's my show tonight. And then I'm saying I wish I'd said no, but hey, it's done and over with now. I'm here now. So what more do you need? So there you go. So far we've got first in the chat tonight was Two Live Moo. Then the real Matt Murdoch, verified user. Then Raphael, then Kingpin, the Gun Snob, Tactical Fud. Everybody's starting to drop in now. So there we go. You know. What was I looking for? Oh yeah. So why are you frustrated?
because I'm picky. I've been trying to get to the store for like since Monday, basically, last couple days, to go, find a new pair of sneakers. So just like regular sneakers around the house, whatever type sneakers. But unfortunately, I got the opportunity. Well, I made the opportunity today after work, and I got to both our local stores, and there's like nothing there that I want, which is just frustrating. And I've been told I can't buy another pair of Merrells because they look like old man shoes, and I own too many as it is, or something. So I don't know. So I've been trying to look at other shoes. I just nothing's saying buy me.
Yeah. Yeah. No. It's nice to don't be so damn picky.
I shouldn't be,
Just
but
buy
I
it there.
am. So they
What are
got.
you looking for?
I don't know.
You
Either
looking
like
for
a
those
hiking.
$350 Air Jordans or something?
No. It's either like a hiking or running shoe. It's usually what I lounge in, or use for hiking or running in a sense. But those are what I consider my normal, regular shoes in a sense. So,
Oh, okay.
uh, but like I said, the options available, there was nothing that seemed really good. I mean, I seen there was a decent pair. I think they were Columbias or something, but they had like a bright blue pole hook on the back, bright orange laces on like a green shoe. I mean, it's just I don't know what the hell they're
That is
doing.
you. That is you.
Well, I like the green shoe. I didn't like the orange and then the light blue on. I mean, what's with all these damn colors? I mean, can't we just get a basic shoe or a damn sneaker without a white foam sole? Like white foam, that's gonna last 2 days with me before it's destroyed and I'm trying to scrub it and everything. So I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just I don't know. Maybe I'm
Uh,
just too damn picky. I don't
you
know.
are. Patriot in the Dark says, "Good evening, everyone. Don't listen to Rob. I love my Merrills. Is that what he called? Merrils. So whatever that is. So there we go. That's
I
how
love them too.
That's how I'm out of touch with shit. Gizzard Gary's in there in the chat too. The Gunsnob says, I'm guessing the real issue is Rob refusing to spend more than $12 on a pair of shoes.
No, that's not the problem. I mean, I'd like to go cheap, but in my opinion, nothing's cheap. Like everything's at least 60, $70 is what it seems like. So
Yeah.
I don't know, so
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have that problem. I tell you what, I think the shoes I have that I wear every day are at least 6 years old. You know, I keep thinking. I mean, like this shirt I got here. This shirt at least 10 years old. I'm terrible. I wear the same sort of why I have clothes in my wardrobe. I don't know per se because I wear the same sort of things. I mean, I have. Be honest with you, I got 3 pair of jeans, and I rotate them. I wear the same 3 all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't go out of my way to buy loads of shit. And all my jeans are at least 10 years old too. You know, so
wow.
I'm not fashionable. You know.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows I'm cheap, so I try to hold out, but pants just won't last 10 years for me. If I'm doing a lot of roofs or something, I'd be lucky they last a summer. But and as far as shoes, I'm sure I get a lot more mileage than you get on your feet. So
Oh yeah, I mean my clothes too, because I go out. Then when I come home, I mean you can't see them, but I got a pair of shorts on, and normally I'm not wearing a shirt. I'm just wearing my white T-shirt that I wear underneath. That's what I wear around the house. You know, I'm a total bum, and I got sort of like moccasins on my feet. Now I go through those. I at least go through a pair a year.
Okay. Yeah.
Moccasins that I wear because I'll wear them outside, whatever I'm doing, and wear them in the house and shit. So, see, I rarely middle of the night if I got to jump up and go to the bathroom, I'll go barefooted. But 9 times out of 10, I always have something on my feet because I know it's back to the diabetes thing. I don't want to cut my foot or something and get an infection. Next thing you know, you lost your foot, But besides that, if I cut my left foot because of my back and my hip and stuff, I can't lift that leg up onto my knee to look at my foot, if you know what I mean. I can't do it. I can't bend over to get it. And I can't put it up there. So I don't want to cut myself because like one time I did. I got myself I don't know how I did it, but the bottom of my foot got a sore on it, my left foot. And what I would have to do is I got a piece of like paper towel, squirted on there like Neosporin, put it on the floor, then stuck my foot on top of it where the sore was and rub it in because I can't do it by myself. That's how a one-man operation works. So there you go. So that's why I always wear something on my feet around the house. If anybody is really interested.
I'm a shoe person too. It's rare I'm not wearing shoes, but for the long up until the military, basically I had like baby feet. What I'd call baby feet. They were like smooth as a baby or whatever. I don't know. So it was never one of them people with stinky feet or any of that crap or whatever. But after the military, they pretty much destroyed my feet. So now it's doesn't really matter. But I still pretty much wear shoes all the time. That's why I'm looking for shoes for just lounging around the house or running to the store or whatever, or using on a hike or something. So, but like I said, I'm not finding anything, man. I'm disappointed in what's out there.
Like, you might have to go online.
Maybe, maybe, or drive to another either like Scranton or Syracuse or something, another area, and check around. Wouldn't be the first time I've.
Well, I wouldn't drive that far for a pair of shoes. I'll just go online and order the damn things.
Yeah, but then you can check them. Like I did that a long time ago, not online. I ordered a pair out of a magazine like a long time ago, and they look cool in the magazine. But when I got them delivered to me in my size, they looked like clown shoes, and they weren't cheap. So I don't like buying unless it's like a hat or something. I don't really like buying stuff from online as far as clothing. You never know. How it looks and how it fits is two different things.
Okay, the gun snob just said, "Hey Rick, did you hear that MRTM is back? And I have heard he's been saying all kinds of things about you. Something about, is Rick still a grumpy son of a bitch?" Yep. Oh. Yeah. Just use Amazon try before you buy thing they have going on now. You order 2 or 3 pairs of shoes, try them all on, which one fits you the best, and send the rest back.
Yeah. I use Amazon, and then you got the delay. If I don't like them, it's going to take longer, this and that. Like, I don't know. I'm funny. I'd rather just walk into a place, even if I got to drive 2 hours to get there. Be like, I like those. Try them. They fit, feel good. Got them in my size. I did see something, but they didn't have them in my size, of course. Out the door, I'm good to go. But that's, I know. I'm weird. I know.
Patriot in the Dark said, being a diabetic, you got to watch out for stepping on things. Some people can't feel cuts or Legos stuck in their foot. Well, my right foot, which is my, least I can look at that one, but my little toe, the one next to it, and the one next to it, so my 3 toes going that way. I don't have any feeling in them. When I go to the foot doctor and he checks my feet for stuff for cuts and stuff here, even because then while he's there, they go ahead and give me my toes a manicure. So hell, you're going to do it for me all in. Hey, they charge me $280 a pop for a visit. My insurance pays, but hell, they're going to charge me $280. You might as well cut my nails. You know what I'm saying? Might as well take everything I can get for that price. But anyway, when they're cutting them, I don't feel them doing it. I don't even feel them because they hold onto your toe while they clip it and stuff, or they run the Dremel over it. I don't even feel it. So. Yeah, nobody is arguing that Rob is weird. Well, anyway, we got that out of the way. Anyway,
I guess so. Else kind of. Do you want to hear something kind of funny? I don't know how well you're up on this, but let me grab this out of the other box. But I got a gift. So
a gift.
All right. Ended up getting a gift the other day, which I thought was, it's always nice to get a gift, right?
Yeah.
And it happened to be, so they thought, I guess, 2A related. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to react on this one. Get it all together here. Hold on. Get my camera on. But I was a little shocked when I actually ended up opening it up and looking at it. So let me show you here. Try to find a spot. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Well, first, can you guess what I was gifted?
No.
No? No guess at all?
2A, you thought it was 2A related?
Yeah, or at least they did. It appears.
I don't know. Oh God, I don't know. Really, I really don't know. a holster,
No,
a
no.
gift card.
I'll show you. I'll show you.
All right.
Here we go. Bam.
Was it hazelnut coffee?
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
Black Rifle, the
Eh,
Democrat company, the leftist coffee company.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Also, I mean, nice packaging they got going on here too.
Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah. But
This the
hey,
coffee cup.
oh okay. I mean, I don't know if I would use the cup, but
Yeah, I
hey,
was thinking about like putting one of them red, circle line thing over it, or maybe a sticker because it's a
yeah,
nice cup. Like
yeah.
it really nice
Hey,
setup.
I would go ahead and use the coffee. I just wouldn't tell anybody what it was,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
Well, I can say
But
it's not.
yeah,
It's medium roast, and you got to put like twice as much as you would think for it to
hey,
be
it's the
strong.
thought that counts.
Yeah, yeah. That's basically what I said. I did.
But
Maybe I shouldn't have, but I did explain to them the deal with this company, and
yeah,
they felt bad. But I told them, I appreciate it. I'm going to drink the coffee anyway.
yeah.
Matter of fact, I've already.
But next time, you know, get it from the other one.
Yeah, the whole kind of lesson, I guess. So I
Yeah,
went through it with them, and they were like, "Wow, that's really misleading," and this and that. I was like, "Yeah, that's business these days." So, and I did inform them on the other company, so Blackout. But yeah, it's like it's one of those things. You're like, oh, like thanks, but you know,
yeah. Oh, Patriot in the Dark goes, YouTube flagged one of my videos for scam, treachery, misinformation, and get rich quick. It was a video that I had Rob's pistol holders and link.
wow.
And Gizzard Gary says, I had the same thing happen to me.
Gary got a gift too like that, huh?
They said the web address was to a scam. I fought it for Rob. They changed their mind. So there you go. You know, Patriot looking out for you, Rob. Oh, but all right. Now I got some talk. I got a couple of topics here. I got right going back to your friend, in the coffee. Got nothing to do with that, but my buddy I go hang out with nearly every day. I was down his place. What's today? Wednesday, Monday, and I ain't seen him all weekend. So I walk in there and he's talking about he had because it was Easter. He said, "Yeah." He said the wife asked me if I would go over to the in-laws. He said I try to avoid it as much as possible. He said I go maybe once or twice a year. So he said I went. He said the thing is he started laughing and he ain't even told me what's happened yet. I said, well, what? He said, well, the brother-in-law was there, and he asked his dad, did he still have that box of 30-30 that I left here? And his dad said, oh yeah, I got it over there. So he grabbed the box. He said, yeah, I'm going to take it home and put it with my. He said, I'm going to put it with my 200 rounds of 9mm. He says, I'm ready for whatever happens now. Then he goes to my buddy. He goes, how many rounds you got? And he said, oh, just a few more than you. He didn't want to tell him he's got thousands and thousands of rounds, 200 rounds, and he's ready for whatever happens. I said, yeah, all right. I thought it was funny. The way he was laughing so hard when he's trying to tell me, tears are running down his face, I said 200 rounds. Shit, I shoot that in the practice session, I used to anyway. I don't do it so much anymore, but I would. I'm still having. I was shooting for a little while there, at least once a week or once every 2 weeks. I slipped back into not shooting, So I'm going to start again. Mind you, we got a cold front coming through today, tomorrow, and Friday. So I doubt I'll shoot. I mean, I know you could be attacked in the cold, but you know, I'll wait till it warms up again the following week. Then I'm determined to at least shoot once a week, even if it's only just a goddamn 8-round magazine that my 380 takes. You know what I'm saying? I'm determined to at least do something. So that's where we're at. But anyway, my question here is it's I know we've talked about this before and stuff, but I thought I would just go over it. If shit hit the fan, or the country goes to hell, and I mean, even if the power goes out and there's no electricity, no something, and people are starting to get what's the word for it? Agitated, because if there's no food, they'll start come stealing it from you. That type of stuff. I'm talking about that sort of situation. Okay? Now, you got to leave your home. You have to leave for whatever reason. Was burnt out, or it's on fire, or whatever. You only had a time to grab one of your firearms. Just one. What would you take? See, I thought about this, right? And it's a tough one, because when you think about it, if that situation happens, not only do you need it for self-defense, you need it to hunt with to survive. So, I mean, hunting with a handgun, it can be done, but it's damn hard to shoot, a deer with a handgun. So I think it would have to be the AR. That's I mean, you can use it for self-defense. It'd be better if I don't own one, but I'm thinking about it now, adding it to my list of guns that I want to get, is maybe get an AR pistol. If you have an AR, that way you can use it for self-defense and hunting for food if you need to. But then again, look at me. I've said this before. I'm old, big, and fat, and can you really see me bugging out living in the woods? I can't even look at my bottom of my left foot. How am I going to lay on the ground sleeping? You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not laying next to a tree or a log that I can lean on to get my ass up, I ain't getting up out of bed either. So, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, my driveway's got a slight. Hey, I don't know what it is lately. Even in Rhode Island, this driveway is not as treacherous as that one was. But last 2 or 3 places I've lived, the driveway's on a slant. Either I'm walking uphill, downhill. But where I'm going is, I was thinking to myself, I leave my thing, walk down my driveway, because 9 times out of 10 I park on the street out in front of my place. It's just easier than playing musical cars in the morning, that kind of shit thing. So I was thinking, though, but if I was walking down the driveway and I fell, I can't just stand up. I can't do it. It's a physical impossibility for me. I would have to crawl or drag myself to my truck or back up the driveway to the wall to hold, to help push myself back up on my feet. So, can you really see me bugging out? I can't. But if I was going to, I think it would be the AR pistol. I need to add that to my list to buy. But if I had to do it tomorrow, then I would take my actual AR rifle, an AR-15, with me to use. As if I had to grab just one, that would be it. So, what about you, Rob?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot. To me, there's a lot to this. I mean, something would have to be wrong if I'm only grabbing one to begin with. Like the house is burning or something or whatever. And then, are you a person that's thought ahead and you have other things at other locations? Because I mean, if that's the case, then it's just one till I get to another spot, you know. So it's hard to say as just pick one. I mean, I don't know. I mean, in my feeling, I think your safety would probably be the bigger concern in the beginning of this type of stuff. So at that point, I would say probably they are as well. Or if I owned one, an MP5,
Yeah.
uh, basically, I'd prefer to be able to conceal it somehow, but also have quick access. So I don't know if that's even really too possible.
Yeah.
But they are, rifle in a sense. But so I don't, it's hard to say. I mean, longevity, I think a 22 would be ideal. You're speaking down the road hunting and all that, but at first, I assume it's going to be a lot of people hunting people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2 live mooses. I keep all my bug out stuff at Snob's house.
most
Yeah.
country
Yeah,
really
go on.
meals. Yeah, most people in this country haven't skipped many meals. I mean, there's some poor people that have, things like this, but shit, the average person eats like 3 to 5 times a day. Like people are gonna lose their shit. So and even stable, if you've never been really hungry, you just you can't relate. You don't know. But you'd do some crazy shit if you're really hungry.
Oh
So
yeah. Yeah.
you will. You'll eat shit you wouldn't think you'd eat, and you'd take risk you wouldn't normally take. It's just
Yeah.
you
Oh, I understand what you're saying there.
uh, in those situations, everybody, the little old lady next door is dangerous. Everybody's dangerous. So I think I'd be more concerned with people right at the beginning, and so I'd probably go with the AR at that point. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't have one for long. I can tell you that. I would definitely, want more than one gun. Because preferably, something concealed in certain situations, it would be ideal, in my opinion. So I'm not the first target.
Yeah. Anyway, see, I was reading an article, is what made me think about it, and I have what the guy recommended. He was going through all them guns, but he said if he had to choose only one, he would choose a 12 gauge shotgun. A pump action 12 gauge shotgun. He said because you can fire anything from. He said normally getting hold of shotgun shells at the moment is not a problem, and he said you can get anything from bird shot to slugs for a shotgun. So he said you could use slugs to go deer hunting with. Buckshot for your self defense. It made sense, but I'm thinking practically. I don't shoot my 12 gauge anymore. I haven't shot it since I moved here. To be honest with you. So what? This is my 6th year. And the only reason I don't shoot it is because it plays hell with my shoulders. I know if you're in a situation where you got to, yeah, I guess I could pull the trigger on it and take the pain in my shoulders afterwards, but I'm not in that situation, so I don't practice with it because I don't want it's aggravating enough when I go shooting and later in the evening my wrists start hurting from shooting a handgun. So why do I want to? I already got a bad right shoulder. I don't need my left shoulder hurting as well. So there you go.
I think that would maybe depend on location and stuff. I think shotgun definitely has advantages, especially on the hunting side. But when it comes to conflict with people, I think you're going to be at a disadvantage. So plus ammunition. If you get, I don't know, pinned down by 2-3 people, I mean, they can take their time and whack at you with a 22 or any kind of rifle. You're just not going to have the range. So I mean, I don't. I think that's
that's what I was thinking.
it's kind of a scary idea. A lot of weight, and
Yeah, but I've see that's what made me write that question down. I was thinking, I understand shotgun, but that's what I'm thinking. And to me, unless you're in a close up, if you got, because everybody's out to get you now or steal your food, they're going to start shooting at you further out than 3 yards in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So your shotgun ain't going to be able to reach them.
Yeah. Or you have a disagreement with somebody, you part ways, and then you get shot and from 100 yards away.
Yeah. Oh, Gun Snob says everyone needs a house gun, a shotgun, a truck gun, a barn gun, a tractor gun, a side-by-side gun, a boat gun, and an RV gun. You're absolutely right. We should have a gun in all those positions, but alas, a lot of people don't. I don't either. I just carry one on me. The one I carry on me covers all those. If I'm in an RV, that's my RV gun.
I think this, brings up something that most people probably have heard of or whatever, or maybe thought about. But really, if things went bad and you really were limited for some reason, or say your house burnt down when you were at work or whatever, I mean, do you have other firearms in another location? Because
I personally don't.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying to advertise anything, but I'm just stating, it's something to think about. It might not be a bad idea, even if it's not, your favorite. It's just got to be functional.
I mean, I thought about it. I thought about putting one in my truck, but I'm more worried of. I mean, I've rarely ever locked my truck around here anymore. When I lived in Rhode Island, I locked it every time. But here, I'll pull in the Deb's Diner's parking lot and just, sometimes I don't even take the key out of the ignition and go in. You know what I'm saying? It's
still kind of on your, within your property. Let's say there was a warrant or something got called on you. That's going to be, that's going to get accounted for. So that's what I'm stating, something off,
off there, like at some other, like if you had a what's the word on storage unit somewhere or something like that.
That's an option. I mean, but that's, I don't know. I think it's fairly safe. I'd give it maybe a 7 out of 10, but I would, I don't know. I'd look at something you can access basically without any problems in most cases. So I don't want to throw a few ideas out there, but something where, whether, I don't know. I shouldn't even say that. Never mind. It's something you can get.
I thought of, I think we had this discussion before, is burying a firearm, but it's trying to find the right container to put it in.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of ideas with that, and I can personally say things hold up well as long as you coat them very well. So I basically douse stuff with CLP, and what was it 7 years later when I checked on, things still look brand new. So
that's pretty good.
I wouldn't be afraid to do that at all. I would just keep in mind like locations, things, construction sites, things come up that you didn't think about 3 years earlier. So be real cautious of locations and be able to keep an eye on them.
You got some wooden site that you dig a hole and put it in there. Then, as you said, 3 years later, they're bulldozing it down because they're going to build a house.
Or
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. You know,
a public
yeah,
park could even be an option, but I'd be very careful with that for the same reasons.
Yeah.
But something where you can access at any time, you know,
yeah,
along those lines. Maybe you're not supposed to after dark or whatever, but that's, whatever here or there. Then in those situations, that's not going to matter. But or family members' property, they don't even have to know. I mean, it's better they don't know. It's plausible deniability. They can't screw you over if they don't know about it.
absolutely, absolutely. Oh, the gun snob going slightly back on our comments. He said a good lever action shouldn't be overlooked in that situation if you only had one gun. You know, yeah, a lever action might work. If I didn't, I've only got a 22 lever action right now. But if I didn't have an AR, that lever action might be my next choice. And as you said, a 22 covers a lot of. You can kill somebody with a 22.
You can. People talk a lot of crap, but man, you can create bad days with a 22 for sure, and you can go down an advancing party with a 22 with no problem because people don't want to get shot. Period. So, and honestly, depending on the situation, making people suffer could be to your advantage.
Yeah,
The hell of a logical effect slows people down. Nobody wants to run into anything blindly.
Yeah.
And
if it's a group of people coming after you, it was a group of people coming after, if you, like a 22, if you only wound them with a 22, not kill them, an injured person, it's harder to take care of than a dead body, which you can leave there. Injured person you got to take with you if you're in a group. I don't know if that's evil or not. But I'm saying if they're dead, you just leave them. But if they're hurt, you got to take them with you, and that's a more burden on you as the group.
Yep. Draw resources from them as well. So, make an easier trail to follow if you want to go back and finish the job. I mean, there's a lot. I don't know. There's a lot to it. Don't get me wrong. There's better calibers. But it can't.
Yeah. The gun snob says you can load accelerator rounds in a 30-30 and hunt small game. It's fast to run in defense scenarios and is capable of taking any North American game inside of 200 yards with a good shot placement. There you go. So you got a point there, gun snob. The lever action is if I had a 30-30 lever action in the AR-15, I would have to think that would make me think more. But I said it since I don't have one, the AR comes to mind, would be the one I would grab, But see, the lever action 30-30 is on my list of guns I really want. My list is growing faster than my money is. So a lot of that stuff I ain't gonna be old enough or live long enough to get it. But
long term 30-30 might be an issue as far as ammo availability. So
yeah, because like I said, was it last week or the week before, we're discussing in this particular part of southern Indiana, 30-30 uses a large rifle primer. And right in this area, they are non-existent. You can get large and small pistol primers. You can get small rifle primers, but large rifle primers in this area where I live, they're non-existent. Believe it or not, you can order them online, of course, but if you wanted to go down the store and get some today, you ain't going to find them in this area. But so I understand where you're coming from on the ammo and 30-30 ammo. If you buy manufactured ammo 30-30, the price is outrageous because my friend has a 30-30 and he was looking at buying some. He normally reloads, but he said, well, for an emergency, I could always buy a box or two to store them away in case, I don't have any loaded. And he goes, God damn, he said, the price is outrageous. So there we go.
Yeah. 30/30 is not something you're going to walk into just about any store and find a case of.
No.
That's my main point is 30/30 is going to be, I mean, obviously it can be done depending where you are. You may have a stockpile, but, if you're talking longevity, it's going to be a lot more scarce, I would think, than several other calibers. As far as like 5.56, 7.6.
That is cheap, Gun Snob. He said 30/30s are cheap around here. I just bought some the other day for $15 a box. That is cheap for 30/30. Around here, I think just cheap Plinkin 30/30 is over 20, And if you're going to buy self-defense sort of or top of the line 30/30 ammo, you're looking at over $40 a box, and that's only for 20. So yeah. My next question I got here on my list is or shall I do the quiz right now? Because it's 7:45 before I go into my next question. Let's do the quiz. All right. My quiz, I was going to answer today, the 3rd, I said. And I know I missed a couple of weeks, but my question was, in the TV show, not the movies, the TV show Reacher, season 1, episode 3, I said, what firearm was he given? It was actually a Desert Eagle. And it was actually the one in the show was a variant. It was in 44 mag, even though most of them come in 50 AE, I believe. Right? So I had 3 entries. So, and the winner of the first drawing of the new show is random picker. There we go. Is 2 Live Moo is the winner. So let me write it down if I don't forget. So that's it. 2 Live Moo is the winner. 2 Live Moo for the swag pack. All right. Here we go. Now, the next one, which the new quiz that will be, hang on, I said the first Wednesday of the month. So it will be drawn on Wednesday, May 1st. That's a Wednesday. So on Wednesday to May 1st is when the drawing for this one will be. So there you go. The question is, it's another TV show, by the way, guys. Oh, no, it's not. It's a movie. In the latest one, in the movie Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, what handgun did Ethan Hunt use in the Arabian desert scene? In Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, what handgun did Ethan Hunt use in the Arabian desert scene? Email me at rickslifeasiseeit@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. You've got a month to find the answer. If you haven't seen the movie, look it up online. I think that's the best one. I don't know if you've seen that Mission Impossible yet. I've seen it.
No.
I've seen it 5 times already. I love watching it. It's almost 3 hours long. Yeah. The special effects and the stunts he does it's a film for it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? You can nitpick it to death if you want. Well, how in the hell did the gun have that many bullets? Type thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at just that as a movie for entertainment, it is pretty good.
Yeah, probably skip it if it's one of those. Yeah, where
You know, no, you ought to watch it. It's a really good movie. It really is. But I'm going to go back to my question, what I was going to ask. But I watched the movie last night. I think it's only on Amazon Prime right now. Is Ricky Stenicki? It's called. It's got what's his name? The wrestler is the main star in it. John Cena, is that his name? You know, it is the most funniest film I've seen in years. So if anybody's seen it, they ought to watch it. It is really funny. So anyway, so back to my thing here. I just thought I'm not getting paid to say that film's funny. I just happened to watch it last night and I was laughing my ass off. You know? So okay. Oh, here's my question. Would you put a scope on a shotgun? As I said, all I've got is that 12 gauge pump action. I mean, first off, do they make scopes that can put up with the rigors of the, recoil of a shotgun? Rob,
I would think so. I don't personally know, but I know they make them for handguns, like target pistols. Some of them are bigger caliber, so I would think so. I know there's red dots that can go on shotguns and whatnot. So I don't think I'd put a scope on a shotgun. That's just me. Yeah, I couldn't see a need for that personally. Like, I don't even have a rear sight on my shotgun. It's just, point and shoot kind of. You got the front bead. Because I'm really not planning on shooting anything at any distance with it. So for me, I wouldn't see a need, but I'm pretty sure you could probably do anything at least once.
Yeah. Now, Gizzard, no, not Gizzard Gary. Two Live Moo and Gun Snob say they have red dots on theirs.
Yep, that I get with. I could.
Oh no, Two Live Moo has a scope. He says I have a 3 and 9 to 9th power scope on my 12 gauge slug gun for deer. Ozzy said I had a scope on my 12 gauge for years. Well, okay.
There you go.
There you go. The Gun Snob said some rifled slug guns have rails for scopes from the factory. Okay. All right. It's something that's I never really thought about a scope on a shotgun. It's something that doesn't, when I think shotgun, I think, like you said, the bead on the front of the barrel, and that's about it. I never thought, I didn't even think about putting a red dot on one. Or a scope.
Wanting to get one of those ghost sights for the rear of my shotgun, but I'm not going to spend $100 for a rear aperture. I mean, I think that's just retarded. I mean, I could probably make one. I'm sure I could. I just haven't invested the time to do so. But $100 for that damn thing? Like, are you shitting me? Like, they could at least throw in a front sight with it or something. But no, this is just for the rear, $100. I don't need it. I want it. So I'm not spending $100. So I'd spend like $200-300 on a decent red dot, but again, I don't really need it. So it's like,
yeah, you're right. I mean, Ozzy says he's put a red dot on his now. Now I know it's not a shotgun, but like my AR, when I bought it, brand spanking new, it came with a red dot, but I took it off and I actually got a scope on it now because the red dot, I mean, I couldn't see it. I mean, anything over 100 yards, I can barely see the target. Because red dot doesn't magnify it for you like a scope does. So that's why I put a scope on my AR. Yes, I know you can get red dots and put a magnifier. Is that what they call it? That flips in front of it and shit. But so I just went and put a scope on mine. But anyway, back to thing. I mean, a red dot. I understand the concept of red dots, but to me, they don't. Oh, they put the red dot. Normally, if you get the red dot on the target and pull the trigger, if you sighted it all in, it should hit the target where the red dot is. I understand that, but if you're like me, wear glasses, your eyes are getting bad. A red dot doesn't magnify it for you. And I know people say you should. I mean, a lot of people use them on handguns now. But I don't know. I know
Well,
I'm not. I'm just maybe. I know I'm new to guns, but maybe I'm just old fashioned. I just believe in the old iron sights on a handgun.
I think, red dots coming on a rifle, and depending on how they're marketing the rifle. I mean, to me, it makes sense. Although there should be iron sights as well, in my opinion. But yeah,
Uh,
not only for like what we consider like CQB, more of a closer range engagement. Anything where you're going out 200-300 yards or more. That a scope would be ideal. Obviously, you can range a little bit with red dots. The size of your dot, MOA, that makes
yeah,
a
I
difference.
mean, if you got real good eyesight, I reckon you could go that 200-300 yards with a red dot. But my
Yeah,
eyes ain't that good. You
yeah.
know.
And depending if you're doing like circle dot or if it's just a single dot or what your setup is. I mean, in some cases you can pretty much range off your dot as well. So
Yeah.
uh, it's not going to be as precise as say a scope where you can zoom right in on a button. You know what I mean, or something like that. It's so if you're really going longer range hunting, something like that, the scope would be more ideal. Like again, I think the red dot's more of a defensive type thing that you can use for target shooting and maybe rodents, stuff like that at closer range. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the market it's for. So, uh, you know,
Yeah.
depending how far you shoot, at your buddy's place, I would think you're fine with a red dot. 'Cause I don't think it's
I
that
think
far.
100 and I think it's 130 yards as far as we can go
Yeah,
at
I
his
think
place.
you should be able to master that with a red dot. I mean, maybe
I use
you're
a scope at the
big,
100. You know.
so but at the same time, obviously your scope's better, but a scope takes longer to get on target usually. So kind of the difference, typically.
Yeah. Oh, Gun Snob says, "Good Lord, I was blinded by Rick's shiny head for a second there when my hat fell off. I'm not bald. My hair is it's just, I haven't gone gray. I've gone white, and I got it cut. I got it cut short. See, you know, I just why? I mean, I got plenty of hair. I should let it grow long, but I don't. I just like it short. As I told you, I'm an easy guy. I take a shower. I use that. I'm a modern man. I use that 5-in-1 shampoo. Wash my hair and my body all with the same stuff. Run the towel over my head, and I'm done. I'm good to go. I don't have to mess around. It's not a fashion statement. I just find it easier than messing around with having hair and drying it and combing it. I don't have to comb this.
What brand 5-in-1 you got going on?
Right now, I'm using Irish Spring. I think.
Okay.
You know.
All right. I think it's Suave Men's. That one wasn't bad. I used to use that a lot.
Yeah.
Back service days, we'll say. So when you don't have time, worked pretty good, and the smell was decent. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. So Yeah. Well, how did we get on that? Oh, yeah. That was Gunsnob's fault, bringing that up. You know? Yeah. So my white hair shines. I suppose if you look close, you can see that it is. I mean, it needs cutting again because it's getting a bit long. I do keep it short so you can practically see my scalp through it. So, you know, and bald people would love to have this hair because I got loads of it. You know, I'm not. I am not going bald. Let's put it that way. At the moment, and at my age, I don't think I will. I don't think I will. You know, I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? So. Oh. Yeah, I was what's the next thing on my list here? Have I got anything else on my list here? We talked about when the shit hits the fan stuff. We talked about scopes on shotguns. We talked about my friend's thing there. I've done the quiz. Oh yeah. I mean, just out of curiosity, does anybody know? Because I don't watch them, but I don't watch sort of like the hunting channel or those kind of things. But is there any sort of like shooting gun TV shows on cable TV? I know you. I doubt you'll find one on mainstream TV, but maybe one of the streaming channels you might. I just wondered if there was any. I was just looking for something to watch, to get my juices flowing. So
I couldn't help you with that department.
you don't look at that kind of stuff either. So
I would possibly watch something like that, but no, I gave up cable years ago. So
yeah. Well, I don't have cable either. I mean, I do. I use one of those. I think it's pronounced Philo, which gives me sort of like 80, 90 channels.
okay,
And it costs $25. But I don't have cable or satellite. All the TV I watch is streaming, so I don't watch I don't watch Fox News, CBS, or NBC, CNN. I don't have any of that news stuff. Now I could watch CBS News through Paramount Plus, but I don't like what's her name. Was it Rosie McDonald, whatever her name is? Can't think of her, the newscaster on there. She's a bitch, so I don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. I know. I mean, maybe the chat can help you out with that, but I was gonna say, if we could jump back to your first question really quick. There was something you brought up about, if things went bad and it's pure chaos on the street.
Oh yeah.
Forced out of your house. My first question would be like, why the hell would you run to the woods? Unless you're familiar with the woods, unless you got a camping spot and you've got stuff stashed or something. The hell, you got no business running to the woods, Rick. First off, running. You ain't running anywhere, like you said.
I know I'm not. I said that. I ain't running anywhere. I can't. I mean, I can't see myself camping.
Right.
I ain't running nowhere. I'll be staying put as long as. But what I'm saying is, if like you said, the place was burning, or why I would only have time to grab one gun and only I don't know. But if there was some situation, I would only go somewhere else.
Yeah, I would recommend.
I mean, unless my little town of Snellville is being overrun by commies. You know what I'm saying? And I'm outnumbered and everybody else has vanished. Maybe I might consider leaving. But as I said before, in that situation, hell, I'll be the martyr. I'll stay here and hold them off to give you guys a chance to get into the woods. Because you said I ain't running to the woods. I can maneuver in the woods anyway. I'm more likely, I mean, I went walking the other day. Actually, I did walk a little bit out in the around the lake, and I had to use my walking stick that I had when I had my bad hip just to help me because the ground's so uneven, you know. So
Well, the point I'm trying to get at is instead of running to the woods or any of that shit, go down the street to a house where people are dead outside or something and acquire that home. Because nobody's going to be looking because it's already cleared out or whatever the case. But it wouldn't make sense for you to go to the woods being somebody that's not from the woods, or familiar with it. It's like people from New York City running to the woods. Like that's,
oh my God, Midnight Range is
you
in the
know,
house. I ain't seen him in years.
a lot of people from the city are scared to go out at night if there's no street lights. They ain't going to make it in the woods.
No, you're
They're
right.
not. You know what I mean? They're going to be dead along the roadside getting to the woods from the people that live there. I just recommend looking at something else. Maybe there's a realty place or abandoned homes or whatever. That would be helpful at that point instead of just running to the woods. That's all I'm saying on your part. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you couldn't stay in your structure, it was destroyed. Yeah, you got no
Yeah.
business going off to the woods.
Yeah. What's called it? The gun snob says, just go down to the Motel 6 and rent a room. Yeah. Yeah.
Go dead.
Yeah. Midnight Range. Oh my God. He's taking up center stage in my chat right now because nobody else has seen him for years either. So there we go. That's right. My God, it's just gone 8:00. It's time to wind this up. So with that, I'm going to wind it up. You got any last closing stuff you want to say there, New York Outcast?
Not really. I voted in the primaries yesterday, so we'll see what happens. I can't really trust either way, but obviously, depending on your area and what the schedule is, make sure you get out your part too. Don't just let them have it. They might finagle it or screw with it, but don't just let them have it. Other than that, eat a salad, stay cool. The societal landmines out there.
Oh, Midnight Range said, sorry, Rick. I was in prison. Just smuggled my phone in. Oh. So there you go. Why? One of them. I noticed since he's been gone, there hasn't been a lot of shootings at Waffle Houses. You notice that? When he was on here all the time, there was always a shooting at a Waffle House. But since he's been gone, there hasn't been any. So I'm just saying, I'm not making any accusations. I'm just saying. So it's anyway. With that, I'm going to call it a night. I'm running out of stuff to say, and I'm just waffling. I'm waffling on right now about absolutely nothing. So with that, I'm going to call it a night. I don't know what shows come up next. I don't know who does a show on a Wednesday anymore. Who else comes on tonight? Anybody? New York, talk to me.
No idea.
Okay. All right. I didn't know. That's what I was just asking. But anyway, I will call it a night. I want to say thank you to everybody for showing up in the chat there. I really do appreciate it. It makes me, for lack of a better word, I can't think of the correct word, but it makes me feel good that you guys show up every week. I should be here next week. God willing, and the creek don't rise. So I will see you all then. So good night, everybody. Good night, Sabrina.